Example 1. Given that k equals 5a plus 19b minus 12c minus d over 4, work out the value of k when a is 8, b is 2, c is 4, and d is 48. So this is as simple as sort of just swapping the letters with those numbers and adding some brackets around it. What I mean by that is I'm going to swap a for 8, so I get 5 bracket 8. Might not be sure what this means, but we'll see that in a sec. Next, I'm going to get 19 brackets 2 minus 12 brackets 4 minus d, which is 48. I don't need brackets here because there's nothing going on next to it, over 4. So, and remember, this equals k. When I write a number next to brackets, you should know from algebra this is a multiplication. So 5 times 8 is 40, plus 19 times 2 is 38. Take away 12 times 4, which is 48. Take away 48 over 4, so that's a division. 48 divided by 4 is 12. So now we've just got a series of additions and subtractions. So 40 plus 38 is going to be 78. Take away 48 brings us back down to 30. Take away 12 is going to leave us with 18. So the value of k when a is 8, b is 2, c is 4, and d is 48 is 18. Substitution can be used for plenty of things, such as the quadratic formula. So we're told that this equation here solves equations in this form. We want to use the substitution to solve 3x squared plus 5x plus 2. So I'm going to compare this equation to this equation and see if I can figure out what a is, b is, and c is. So a, in this case, well, it's the number in front of the x squared, so a is going to be 3. B is going to be the number in front of the x, which is 5. And then c is just the positive number that's added on the end, so c is 2. From there, I can substitute those into our equation. So first off, minus b, so that's going to be minus 5, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. So that's the square root of b squared, so 5 squared, minus 4ac, a is 3, so minus 4 lots of 3, times by c, which is 2. So there's the top of our fraction. And then on the bottom, we've got 2a, so that's 2 lots of 3. And this is x equals this. From there, we can do some calculations, and that will give us x equals minus 5 plus or minus. So the square root is a little bit difficult to tidy up. 5 squared is going to be 25. Take away 4 times 3 is 12, times by 2 is 24, over 2 times 3, which is 6. So again, simplifying this down, minus 5, well, we can't do a lot with that for now. Plus or minus the square root, 25 take away 24, so that's just 1, over 6. The square root of 1 is either 1 or minus 1, but because we've already got the plus or minus in here, we'll ignore that, we'll just take the positive answer, 1. So it's going to be minus 5 plus or minus 1 over 6. So from there, we can work out the individual answers. So, for example, if we take the positive one first, x is going to be minus 5 plus 1 over 6. Minus 5 plus 1 is minus 4. So then you get minus 4 over 6. And then this simplifies down because both are multiples of 2. So you get minus 2/3. Taking the negative one, you're going to have minus 5 minus 1 over 6, which simplifies down a little bit. Minus 5 take away 1 is minus 6. Minus 6 over 6 is just minus 1. So you can see here we've got two solutions. X is minus 2/3 or x is minus 1. And that was all solved through substitution. If you found this video useful, why not try the topic test on our learning platform? Here you can answer a series of questions and get instant feedback on how you've done in a written solution format where it exactly explains how to solve the problem.